everyone. Good? You guys good? It's not bad, you seem sleepy, tired already. It's 14:47 right now. Not sleepy? Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to present a quite different topic from my group members. This one will be significantly unique, I guess. And as almost everyone, or maybe except me, talks about issues regarding racism, colorism, and so on, I'm going to be a bit farther from the topic, and my topic are related with feminism, misogyny, and sexism. And the title of my presentation will be the 4 B's movement effectiveness against misogyny and sexism portrayed by South Korean media. Firstly, I'm going to talk about a bit about the media. Media comes in numerous forms. It can be printed, it can be digital, it can be your maybe newspaper articles, e-books, or maybe even social media postings. I believe all of you are familiar with them, right? Thank you for responding. So let's dive deeper on how media is actually related and how does it portray the issue I'm going to share. Next. So 4B's movement. So what is exactly 4B movement? There's a lot of B as you can see here, where A is in Hanja for information, B, the Chinese character over there, it means no. Hanja is actually a Chinese character, but written as a Korean language. Maybe in a simpler word, it can be the Korean version of Jawi. You are familiar with Jawi, right? It is a Malay word, but we are using Arabic characters to form any type of words. Yes, similar to kanji. So, these 4 B's, sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, these 4 B's stand for the first B, bisexual, which means no sex. Bichusan, no childbearing. Biyone, no dating. And Bihon, no marriage. It started back in 2019 in a platform called Twitter, or now known as X. It is a digital movement where an online community where women engage in open discussion about navigating and envisioning a future without men. Basically, no man is allowed to live in this world. They are moral, not me. Okay, but because of this movement, this feminist movement, a lot of people are believing that it is one of the main reasons why South Korea's birth rate are declining. They are about to extinct actually in 30 years more if you read the news. So from the issues available, we can definitely see a pattern where beyond no dating, a woman wouldn't date men. Be sexist, no sex, they won't have any intercourse with any man. No marriage, they wouldn't marry any man, and Bichusan, they won't produce an heir for this specific man. So next. And the purpose of this movement is to serve as direct opposition to suffer patriarchal state and combat its pro-natalist policies, which view women's bodies and reproductive abilities as tools for the state future. And as I mentioned before, some speculate that this movement is one of the main reasons for decreasing number of South Korea's birth rate. Okay, next. Moving on to South Korea's misogynism and sexism. This issue, which is misogynism and sexism, became one of the main reasons why feminist movement are growing in South Korea. We have, before 4B's movement, we have 2 other movements which are Escape the Corset and also Me Too movement. I will explain more on that later. And maybe all of you are not familiar that South Korea, since before and until today, they are having gender war, which means men versus women. The gender inequality is very bad. That the gender inequality is very bad. That it isn't about just cultural things where women will do all the house chores while men will sit back and relax after working hours, right? Just like our cultures where women are prompt to do everything while men just sit back and watch TV. Even during Raya, we are the one who wash dishes, we are the one who cooks. But men, the only thing they do is buying ice. It's giving ice. So, gender inequality is increasing with high rates of physical and digital crimes against women, largely driven by young, educated men blaming women and feminism for societal issues. So, one of the reasons, not just about cultural things like I mentioned just now, it's mainly because of the crime rate. The high rate of crime is very, they are targeting women, but the one who did the crime mainly men, and they are able to escape from it. For example, I would say that the spy cams or MOCA, mole camera, which is men, they will go to public toilets, hotels, motels, and install several spy cameras without anyone knowing, and those videos captured on the spy cams, either they will keep it to themselves or maybe sell it online. This is where the pornography or maybe porn site more like Pornhub is evolving. And did you know that for sex crimes, if the prime suspect are caught by the police, they are fined or not fined, the punishment will be lighter than those who caught for taking drugs. You didn't know this, right? And it become an issue because men can do any crimes without being feared. They can walk freely on the neighborhood, while women has to hesitate in fear. There are numerous crime issues about it, like let's say the Zhang Jiayun suicidal case, the ants room. Do you know? Yes, Burning Sun scandal as well. The ants room scandal is a bit different because the perpetrator is actually caught and his face being revealed to the public. You can watch it on Netflix. It is available there. And it is even harder to caught perpetrators if they are a high-profile people. For example, the Zhang Jiayun suicidal case, where she suicide and left a suicidal note where she stated the numerous men that did injustice to her, where they raped her and also guide her to take her own life. It's quite something. Case issues. Next. Okay, so moving on still the same topic. During the Olympic Games in Tokyo, Ansan, which is that, she is a female. She is an archer and won 2 gold medals for South Korea and set even a new Olympic record, world record, as we say. Despite her achievement, the attention in her country has instead been focused on the length of her hair. The main issue is, in South Korea, if women are about to have haircuts, same as men haircuts, is a taboo. Which I even read some articles where this woman said that whenever she had the short hair, her mom will ask her, "Are you a lesbian?" And sorry if it's a bit sensitive because in South Korea is a conservative country. They are not open to LGBTQ, so unlike some other Asian countries nowadays. Moving on back to Ansan, and because of her hairstyle, it became such a major topic on Twitter back then. I even witnessed the situation before, and some even wrote on Twitter that the Olympic Committee should take back her medals just because of her hairstyle. It is ridiculous, funny, and humiliating as well. And even this handsome guy over here, okay, a boy group member of 80s named Sun, they have the same name, and he come forward to the public with a new hairstyle, which is short hair, almost the same as Hansen during the deja vu era, and he also mentioned during on a application where he connected with fans, and he used this slang, which means men's private part. Okay, talking about men's private part, there is a feminist movement that they are already been shut down. If I'm not mistaken, they are called Melancholia, yes. And they have this as their logo, which is the pinching gesture. When this meant to
Small.
yeah, they are saying that Korean men genital are small. So because of that, even though they have been shut down, but their ideas, their creativity are still being taken to heart, because whenever you see an Korean idol or maybe some business putting this gesture, like maybe a 7-Eleven picking up a sausage, or maybe like where we are taking pictures, we are doing this to our friends, like we are pinching them. They have to take it down their post just because Korean men are being so sensitive about this gesture. It's been 10 years since the movement shut down, but they are being so sensitive about it. So let's move on. Okay, these are the two movements before the 4B movement start, which is the Me Too and Escape the Corset. So Me Too is actually an international movement, not just in South Korea, but it started to come into Korea like in 2019. And Me Too movement has brought a number of allegations of sexual harassment and violence. So Me Too movement is for women to stand up for themselves against crime, specifically sex crime. While Escape the Corset is basically to escape the beauty standards of South Korea. If you are familiar with South Korea beauty standards, they are prone to they want women to have fair skin, heart-shaped lips, and maybe double eyelids. They are very specific on this mirror. So that is why these two movements are getting a lot of backlashes from the public and even political persons. So next. So this three movement, the 4Bs specifically, came from the movie, came from the novel called Balshi is Nyeonsen Kim Ji-young, or also in English title Kim Ji-young, born in 1982. It came both novel and movie. And has any of you read or maybe watched the movie before? Yeah. So the movie is portrayed by Gong Yoo and also Jong Yoo Mi, and this movie came out in 2019, including the book, including the novel, and it becomes such a controversial to them. So why does it become controversial? Because this novel is portraying the difficulty Korean women has to face. Like the first 10 minutes of watching this movie, I was so angered by all the men, by all the extra characters, by the mother-in-laws, because they are very, they are very pressuring. Because it becomes a standard for Korean women to fit into these cultural things and also to be looked down upon the men. So next. And because of the movie, the books, and it becomes controversial that even several artists are getting backlashes from it. The first one is Red Velvet's Irene. She shared that she has finished reading the novel, and some male fans of her are being angered by the fact that she read the book, that they start to cut out her pictures and even burn her photo card. And also, actress singer Bae Suzy from Miss A, she also showed support by posting the movie poster on her social media, her Instagram, and people are getting angry with the fact that she supports this kind of movie. And as you can see, I also include a comment from South Korean Herald, taken from South Korean Herald. She should know that most of her fans are male, said a male social media user online. She has literally come out as feminist, and I am no longer a fan. Just because being a feminist, they stop They start to support them. Okay, next. Again, the South Korean media. Almost every Korean-based media will avoid from publishing articles that are siding with any feminism movements. However, it's different case. Was written with the purpose of being political media play. So if you want to follow more regarding the feminist movement in South Korea, maybe you can go to the Korean base, but they are written in English media, which is Nikkei Asia, the Korean Herald, and Jungang Daily. While the Penny in Speech and the Kun is a forum where South Korea gather all the controversial things there, and also the social media, as you can see, which are there as Facebook and so on. And its effectiveness. South Korea's patriarchy is definitely challenging to be demolished. However, despite any of these movements were not properly covered by the mainstream media, the protesters' voices are being heard now. With the help of social media such as TikTok, they are able to express the purpose of the phobia movement. If I happen to go on TikTok, you can search the phobia movement and you can see multiple videos regarding phobia movement there. Next. In conclusion, any form of media can become a platform for unheard voice to finally being heard of. However, from this movement in South Korea alone, people see how media could actually be a plaything for several people. It is indeed scary of how twisting and weak it can be. The feminist movement was seen as provocative and insensitive, but considering what these Korean women had to face in their daily life, do you think it is insufferable if any of the men or us to be in their place as well? Next. So let's watch maybe the trailer of the movie. So maybe you can look up for it.
가끔은 행복하기도 해요. 그래도 또 어떤 때는 어딘가 갇혀있는 기분이 들어요. 꿀꺽? 아유 잘했어. 아유 잘했어.
내가 목욕시키려고 외치고 있는데 뭐야 하나 생긴다고 그게 달라지겠어?
과연 그럴까?
제가 잘 도와드리겠습니다.
사부에 저도 정말 보고 싶어요. 진짜 지금 뭐랄까요?
네가 가끔 다른 사람들
사실은 다 제 잘못이에요. 지영씨 소리스러운 거 아니야. 지영아, 너 아무튼 거해.
So before I end my talk, I would like to ask you guys. Of course, it has a reward. You just need to raise your hand and come here to answer. So what does the second view? So what does the B's in 4B's stand for? It can be in English as well. Anyone? So I'll take the reward. Anyone? What does the B's in 4B stand for? So, Selena, so
If I'm not mistaken, it's no man, no sex, no child, no marriage.
no, sorry. Iman?
No sex, no child rearing, no marriage, no dating.
No bragging. So last one. What are the 3 feminist movements that are currently happening in South Korea?
Wow.